Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I've come to Murdoch Station early in the morning, 8 a.m. to film some 513 deviation services. There's actually two different deviations, and you can see on here. Well, there's like 5 on here, but it's a school one, Kennedy Baptist College, but then in Fremantle College. Then these are the two we're looking at. Deviates via Rinaldo Crescent or Romeo Road. Two random road deviations. That's C and D, and you can see there's a C at 7:19, which I missed, but then here 8:31 and then 8:56 there's a D. So those are the two random street deviations. There's another one later at 11:58, and then that's it. So only two C services and 2 D services a day. Luckily they're only 20 minutes apart right now, which means I can film both within a short time frame. And we're just gonna see these very random deviations around the park and around some random streets, which seem very pointless. And we're gonna take a look at those. So the bus is coming in about 5 minutes time. Off goes the bus, TP 2996 on the 513 series, turning back left after doing a random loop around this park. That is so weird. Look at this park. I cannot believe this deviation exists. Like, this is like the most random one I've seen. I don't even see a retirement home around, and a retirement home is the usual thing that a deviation is for, when it seems pretty pointless. When it's not for a school or a shop, it's always a retirement home. But here I can't even see any. It's just these weird, like, 3-story small townhouse buildings, which I don't know why they built this in the middle of this suburb, but I guess that's what it's serving. And then just this park with a playground there. Twice a day, in each direction, it comes down there, loops around the park like we just did, and then comes here. But actually, I was extremely surprised to see one person used it. Like, I mean, I guess if you live here and you know it exists, then you're like, okay, I'll leave my house at that time to use it. But still, crazy, one person actually used it. And then I got off at the next stop, so now it looks like 2 people used the deviation. And now they're gonna be like, wow, 2 people used it, this has to continue existing. So it's just unbelievable how many weird things exist. So this is the bus stop 20346, used extremely rarely. And the funny thing is, just around the corner here, there's another bus stop for when it comes in. And these roads are so narrow, like look at this. This is not the usual width of a suburban road. They're narrower than usual. I mean, maybe it's usual for this suburb, but not in the city overall. So if we come around the corner, here is the other bus stop for the moment when it comes in, 20345. And then it leaves again, turns left, and then there's also 2 bus stops on this road here called Cordelia Avenue. 2 bus stops which are served in both directions, on that side and then on this side on the way back again. Now there is actually a shopping center there. The shopping center is served normally by the time stop anyway, which, by the way, on the time stop it doesn't show the deviations, which is so weird. So you don't even know that it does deviation, and then it just goes away. But that's not the end of this video. That was one of the pointless deviations. But guess what? As I said before, in 25 minutes time, or 20 minutes now, there's going to be another bus coming down this road, doing a different deviation along Romeo Road instead of Rinaldo Crescent. So this one, I don't know if it's more or less pointless, but at least it doesn't do a loop around a random playground. But this one turns left to that road down there, and then does a square around here, and also serves the time stop where we were at before twice. So I don't know how that works for the driver timing. Does he stop at the time stop and wait before his deviation or after? I don't know, and he probably doesn't know either, so it might make him late or early depending on what he does. Anyway, 20-minute wait now just for this other little deviation. I'm gonna walk up this road to this other bus stop along here. Now you might say, okay, maybe the deviation is useful because this area is not really served, and it's better to serve it in the morning. And then, wait, I need to check the return trip times, but hang on, I'll just check. As usual on a bus route that passes a stop twice, the Transperth app already says that it passed this area now as soon as it hits the spot where it's gonna pass again later, because it thinks it's passing it for the second time, even though it's the first time. So then you get confused, thinking, oh no, my bus has already left, but it's still coming here. Anyway, should be turning around the corner any second now, and then we'll just take it over to the time stop along the square and pretty much nothing else, and then rush over to get 512 back past the exact same stop and back to Murdoch Station, which will leave 1 minute after we get to the time stop. So it should be coming in very shortly, unless the driver forgets to do the deviation. He shouldn't. here we are, TV 3292 arrived at the time stop, which doesn't list the service. Now the really funny thing about that is that there were people waiting at the time stop, and I think he skipped them before because he's not meant to serve them the first time around. So they were probably confused why the bus is going away from them and didn't stop for them. But he stopped the second time. I actually just missed the 512, didn't come past. I mean, it came past too early. And no one used the deviation as well, so. There goes the bus now, turning right. It was here before and it turned left. Now it's turning right. No users of the square deviation this time, except me. Did a very pointless trip, just one stop after this one is where I got on. And this is actually the time stop for the 512, as well as the two listings of the 513 in either direction. Why is the embayment for this bus stop before the actual stop? Now the driver's not going to use the stop because this is where the curb's been designed for loading. I mean the embayment. Anyway, here's the whole timetable. You can really see how scarce it is now. So 512, 512, 512, and then 513H to Fremantle station. So here is lettered differently because it has both to Fremantle and to Murdoch, so it needs the H to show that it goes to Fremantle. Then 512, 512, 512, and then again to Fremantle, 512, 512, Fremantle. And then C is that deviates via the playground to Murdoch, and then 512, 512, and then finally at the end of the day you have G, which is terminates at Cardinia Shopping Centre. I don't know why it doesn't specify more detail though, because all the ones that say to Fremantle are a deviation as well, and it could be, wait, that's so stupid. This to Fremantle here, this is the Rinaldo Circuit deviation, but it doesn't even state it, it just says to Fremantle, but here it does say Rinaldo Circuit when it's to Murdoch. Why is this so stupid? Anyway, that's with that timetable. Some of these are really dumb. The time stop behind the corner doesn't even list the deviations at all. But yeah, and also why doesn't it say that the one to Cardinia Park is not going to the time stop? Everything is so wrong. And probably similar on the other side, which would have two listings of each route again. So basically the same route is listed on this side of the road as on that side of the road when there's a 513 service, because it serves both sides when it's doing the park deviation. And you can see on this side it says also deviates via Rinaldo Circuit. Wait, what? Now it makes even less sense. What do you mean? Why is it stating which one deviates via Rinaldo Circuit on this side once it's already deviated but not on that side? What? These bus stops are so stupid. Look, to Murdoch Station deviates via Rinaldo Circuit. It's already deviated. What? I think this pole, yeah, the installers put this on wrong. This pole was meant to be on that side and that one was meant to be on this side, because then it would make sense. Although still, not all services deviate via Rinaldo Circuit, so then you need another letter saying does not deviate via Rinaldo Circuit. Oh my god, so complicated. I can't believe they didn't fix that. Unbelievable. You'll never figure it out from these timetables. Without looking at the app or the paper timetable, you'll never figure it out. And then also, why is this a timetable from the airport line opening date, but it doesn't list Airport Central as a info center? That was like the main thing they should have updated on all the polls when they put the new ones up. Anyway, now I'm just furious at these bus stops. They're completely wrong. So, very, very stupid. This is the shopping center here, the time stop is over there, and now I finished filming those deviations. I made an incredibly long video just because of those two, but now there's no service to get me back because I just missed the 9:13 512. Actually, there's one in 10 minutes and then none for an hour, but yeah, I'll just have to wait for that then. Oh well, that's how it goes. Thanks for watching, and bye. We'll see you in the next episode for another pointless deviation with Transperth Oddities.